Welcome everybody back to Just Be Yoga. As you know, I am Valerie and I am going to be your instructor today. Before we begin today's class, we're going to do just a very simple breathing exercise just to strengthen the lungs and to begin to just really feel the breath this morning. So go ahead and find yourself in a comfortable cross-legged seated position. And let's go ahead and gently close off the eyes. And just take a big breath in through the nose. And then exhale it out through the mouth. Now our breathing that we're going to do, on the inhale, we're going to send the breath deep down into the belly. And then on the exhale, exhale it out forcefully. We're going to do that 5 times, and then on the 6th time, on the exhale, it's going to be a ha! Just like that. Are we ready? Big breath in. This is 3. Breathe in. 4. 5. 6. Breathe in. Good. Go ahead and gently flutter the eyes open. And as we begin today's practice, we're going to go ahead and begin on our backs today. So go ahead and come into your Shavasana, whatever that looks like for you today. You're more than welcome to bring the outside of the feet to the outside of the mat. Go ahead and keep the legs. If the legs extended hurt the low back. But wherever you're at, just go ahead and get comfortable. Let your body connect with the mat. Close off the eyes. Let yourself relax here. And just breathing naturally here. Allowing your body to fully connect with this practice. And just observing the breath, letting it come and go. Breathing in and out through the nose. Just watch the breath. Don't control it. Don't try and send it anywhere. Now begin to notice the sensations throughout the body. Noticing if you can feel the flow of energy moving throughout the body, or if there are some areas where it might feel stuck. And where it feels stuck, now begin to send the breath to that area. Now let's begin to take control of the breath. Deep inhale through the nose, sending the breath all the way down deep into the belly. And then on the exhale, pushing all the breath back out through the nostrils. your exhale, begin to make that audible exhale, even with the mouth closed, through the nostrils. It's that Darth Vader, almost like you're fogging up a mirror, that slight constriction of the back of the throat. Begin to practice that. That is our Ujjayi Pranayama, which we'll be using throughout today's practice. Our breath is such a vital tool when it comes to practicing the asanas, the postures of yoga. And our breath is our life force. It's our prana. It's what keeps us going. It stimulates us. It feeds us. We don't have to think about doing it. And especially in these times, not taking for granted the breath. We know how COVID-19 can affect our airways and our respiration and our respiratory system. And just feeling the breath really move through the body now. Feeling it expanding the certain areas of the body where the breath expands. And then the constriction of the breath and the body. Good. Gently flutter the eyes open. Bring yourself back to your practice now. We're going to keep the left leg extended out long on the mat. We're going to draw the right knee in towards the chest. Go ahead and flex the right toes. Give that right knee a good squeeze. Maybe rock it back and forth a little bit. And then extend the right arm long out to a T. And then draw the right knee across to the left. Turn the gaze towards the right fingertips. And then send that deep breath into the right lung, the right hip. Feeling that opening throughout the right pectoral. Good. Now go ahead and come back through center. Now go ahead and extend that leg up towards the sky. Maybe you take the peace finger and the thumb and you interlace it around the big toe. You can take the hands, interlace them together, take it behind the calf or even the thigh. If you're someone who practices with a belt or a strap regularly, you can also take that strap and place it around the foot. Just beginning to open up the hamstring on the right leg now. Keep those right toes flexed back towards the face. Good. Now go ahead and bring out both arms to a T once again, and then drop that right leg over to the left, coming into a different variation of our supine twist here. This begins to open up that the IT band on that right leg. You can turn your gaze towards the right fingers if it allows, otherwise just straight up towards the ceiling is fine as well. Good, big breath in, raise that right leg back up towards the sky, and then go ahead and draw the knee in towards the chest, give yourself a good squeeze, and extend that right leg out long into the mat, and then hug the left knee in towards the chest, flexing the left toes. Begin to open up the hip here, maybe rocking back and forth, maybe creating tiny circles, whatever feels good to you. And then extending that left arm out long to a T, and then taking the right hand and drawing that left leg across to the right, and then gazing, go towards the left fingers. Sending our deep breath into the left lung, the left hip, and then opening up once again to that left pectoral. Noticing here if you can soften anywhere. Notice if you're clenching throughout the jaw or if the tongue is plastered up against the roof of the mouth. Just let it go. Breathe here. Good. Come back through center. And then go ahead and extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the left toes back towards the face. And then feel the opening on this side in the left hamstring. breathing deeply, even in these little warm-up postures that we have. Good, then go ahead and bring the arms out to a T, and then drop the left leg off to the right. Once again, if the neck allows, you can turn the gaze towards the left fingertips or just up towards the ceiling. Good, big breath in, bring that leg back up to neutral. And then hugging both the knees in towards the chest. Go ahead and give yourself a little squeeze here. Rock back and forth. Create tiny circles with the hips by placing the hands on the knees if you would like. And then drawing the feet down towards the floor. Feet or hips width distance apart. We're going to lift the right foot and then cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Then take the right hand and place it through that hole that you just made, and then interlace the fingers behind the thigh, or you can also place them on top of the calf, whichever is more accessible. Flexing through the right toes, coming into our reclined pigeon. And then big hip opener here on the right side, really sending your breath to any areas of tension, of tightness. You can also place your right elbow and press it against that right thigh. That'll begin to even open it up even more for those of you that might be not feeling much of a stretch in this posture. Good, then go ahead and bring that left foot down to the floor. Uncross your right leg. Right foot comes to the ground, lift the left leg. Place the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Go ahead and lift the right thigh, draw the knee towards the chest, and then thread that left hand through the hole. Interlace the fingers either on the back of the thigh or on top of the shin, whatever feels best for you. And then flex those left toes back towards the left knee. And then go ahead and place the right foot onto the ground, uncross the left. And then draw the knees in towards the chest. And we're going to take the hands behind the thighs. We're going to begin to rock and roll from front to back here. If you have a sensitive back, you are more than welcome just to meet us in a seated position and skip the rocking and the rolling. But if you're going to rock and roll, let's draw our knees in and begin to roll along the spine. Feeling that nice massage. Go ahead and rock and roll about 3 times. And then meet me in a nice seated position. Then coming onto our hands and knees, go ahead and cross the ankles. Coming into our tabletop. Being mindful that we are stacking our hips over our knees and our shoulders over our wrists. Feet are hips width distance apart. Sorry, knees are hips width distance apart. Hands are shoulder width distance apart. Spread through those fingers so you can see as much mat in between to protect your wrists. And then just coming into a neutral spine here, not rounding the back, not arching. And just keeping a gentle gaze at the top, removing any wrinkle you might have in the neck. And preparing for our cat-cow. On the inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze to where it's comfortable, and lift the tailbone. And then exhale, really round through the back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. You should really hear your breath here. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. Exhale, push the earth away, tuck the chin, round through the back, tuck the tailbone. And then inhale, drop the belly. And then exhale, push the earth away, round to the back. Good, one more round. Inhale, drop the belly. And then exhale, push the earth away, cat pose. Good. Now go ahead and tuck the toes. Bend the knees and begin to lift the hips, coming into our downward facing dog. Draw the heels down towards the floor. We're just here for a transition. So go ahead and re-bend into the knees and then look forward and then walk yourself towards the top of your mat. Taking the feet hips width distance apart here. Bringing our knees into a deep bend so that we can bring our belly to our thighs, and then begin to lift the hips, and then coming into your forward fold, your ragdoll, and then begin to play here. Sway from left to right, back and forth. And just letting the head hang heavy here so we can have that traction along the spine and the neck. And then gradually begin to open up through the back of the legs. You're more than welcome to bring the hands onto the mat and just play. Sway back and forth like the branches of a willow tree. And also feeling that rooting, that grounding through the feet. Good, then come through center and just find stillness here. Stacking our hips over our ankles. And just breathing. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears. If you begin to straighten the legs, bring the weight into the balls of the feet. It doesn't matter though if you have straight legs or bent legs. Good, then go ahead and gently drop the fingertips to the earth if they're not there already. And then one vertebra at a time, we are going to slowly rise up. Slowly as you can today. So if you're moving through thick honey, let the head and the neck be last to rise. Open up the heart, draw the shoulders down, open up the palms. Feel that rooting through the feet. And then also that lift coming up through the body and up the crown. Firm up the quadriceps, draw the tailbone down, lift up with the belly and the pelvic floor. Take a moment here just to breathe. Feel the vibrations moving through the body. Good, big inhale in, arms sweep up overhead, fingertips to touch. Pause here for a moment. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. Notice if you're arching through the back here and splaying out those bottom ribs. Knit those bottom ribs down, then lift the arms. Gaze can go up if that's okay on the neck. Breathe here. Good, big breath in. And then exhale, swan dive, forward fold. A nice flat back along the way, bending into the knees any amount. And then inhale here, halfway lift, fingertips to the earth or to the shin. Draw up and in with the belly. Gaze is soft at the front of your mat. Nice long spine. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. One more, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, arms come up overhead, tall mountain. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. Good, arms sweep up overhead on the inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up the heart. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms circle up overhead. And then exhale, hands alongside the body. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, open the heart, open the arms, cactus arms. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms come up overhead, fingertips to touch. And then exhale, hands come alongside the body. Inhale, arms rise up, fingertips to touch. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up the chest. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise up. And then exhale, hands alongside the body. Beautiful. Now inhale, arms rise up overhead. And then exhale, hands come down to the midline, forward fold. Inhale here, halfway lift. And then on the exhale, plant the palms, step the right foot back, step the left foot back, coming into our downward facing dog. Now let's really set up our downward facing dog foundation. Feet are hips width distance apart, hands are shoulder width distance apart. Really lifting up and out throughout the sit bones, keeping a gentle bend in the knees if you need to create that length throughout the spine. Letting the head hang heavy in between the biceps, drawing up and in with the navel. Good, and then hugging the armpits in to find that external rotation with the arms. And then pushing up and out throughout the forearms, creating this beautiful V shape with the body. Begin to pedal out your dog bend, lifting your right foot and then the left heel. Just taking your dog for a walk. Maybe you shift the hips to the left and to the right. Just really opening up the body here, sending the breath deep into those areas that need the extra love today. Good, then take out any other little wiggles you might need, and then find stillness here. Drawing the heels down towards the mat, but they never have to touch. That should never be your goal out of a downward facing dog. What's more important is that you have that nice, long, beautiful spine from the tip of the crown all the way out to the tailbone. So really press the backs of the thighs to the backs of the room, and then lift up and out with the sit bones. Good, inhale here, look forward. And then exhale, plant the right foot in between the hands. And then we're gonna spin that back foot down so that it's parallel with the back edge of your mat. And then cartwheel the arms up, coming into your warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Setting up your foundation here, front heel is bisecting back inner arch, you have heel to heel alignment. Weight is in that pinky edge side of the foot, super strong back left leg, and then bending into that right knee, open it up so it's tracking in line with that second toe, and then really spread your arms like wings here, stacking the shoulders over the hips, but lifting up and out so that we're still creating that sense of prana, that life force that runs through us, so we're not blocking any channels. And then turn the gaze towards the right fingertips. Now this first round, we're gonna hold the postures a little bit longer, and then the second time around, we'll flow through. And Baron Baptiste states that when you wanna get out of the pose, that's when it begins. Good, now on the inhale, lift the arms, parallel the feet, dancing warrior. Good, and then exhale, draw the hands down through the heart, coming into our wide leg forward fold. Good, draw the head down toward the floor. Fingertips or the hands can come to the earth. Keep a gentle bend in the knees if you need. Bring the weight into all four corners of the feet. Maybe the head touches the ground. The Sanskrit term for this pose is Pasarita Padottanasana. Good, now inhale here, halfway lift, fingertips to the earth, nice long spine. And then exhale, bring the hands to the hips. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, open up, warrior two once again. Good, on your next inhale, flip the left palm, bring that right arm up towards the sky, reverse warrior. Bend deeply into that right knee. Hello, I can talk. Good, breathe here. You've got this, yogis. Good, big breath in. And then exhale, bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Left arm comes up, coming into our supported side angle. Don't allow yourself just to collapse here into that right shoulder. Push up and out, creating that long line of energy throughout the back left foot, throughout the top of the crown. Good, gaze goes up towards the left fingertips. We're almost there, keep breathing. Good, inhale, come back, warrior two. Now exhale, cartwheel the arms down, and then step yourself back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and set yourself up here. Just allow yourself to breathe deep, deep exhales on when you breathe out. If it feels good, you can open up the mouth and really sigh it out, almost like a lion's breath. Good. Inhale here, look forward, and then exhale, plant the left foot in between the palms, spin the right foot down so it's parallel with the back edge of your mat, and then on the inhale, cartwheel the arms up, coming into our warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2 now on the other side. Set yourself up here. Really find that foundation, and then become that fierce warrior that you are. Taking all those little checkpoints, making sure the left knee is open, back pinky edge side is where the weight is, lifting up and out throughout the hips, and then making sure that our arms are even. Good, bending into that left knee. Breathe here. Good, now inhale, parallel the feet, bring the fingertips to touch, dancing warrior. Now exhale, hands come down through heart center, hinge at the hips, wide leg forward, fold. Good, now inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open it up, warrior two once again. Good, now inhale, flip the left palm, lift the left arm up towards the sky, coming into our reverse warrior. Bend deeply into that left knee. Good, big breath in here. And then exhale, bring that left forearm, left thigh. If you need to heel toe that right foot in a little bit, go ahead and do so just so that you have the proper alignment here. Good, bending into that left knee as a 90-degree angle, and then opening up the heart here, spinning the tailbone down. Good, follow that gaze up towards the right fingertips. Good, then inhale, come back up, warrior two. And now exhale, cartwheel the arms back, step the left foot to meet the right. Downward facing dog. Good, let's stay here for a few rounds of breath. If you really need it, you're more than welcome to drop down into a wide-legged child's pose, which is bringing the big toes to touch and the knees as wide as your mat, and then drawing the heart out in between the legs. Yogi's choice here, do what feels good in your body. I'm just your guide, and you always listen to what your body wants. Good, now everybody, if you are already in child's pose, go ahead and stay there. Go ahead and bring the big toes to touch, knees as wide as your mat, and then go ahead and walk the fingertips out. Let the head hang in between the arms. If the third eye point can come to the mat, bring it there. If you have a block, you're more than welcome to place the forehead on top of the block. Now just begin to rock from left to right on that third eye point, giving it a nice massage. Good, then coming back through neutral. Go ahead and draw up into a tabletop on the inhale. Bring the knees underneath the hips, tuck the toes, and then push yourself back, downward facing dog. Now let's move through that flow, connecting one breath to one movement. Good, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step the right foot in between the palms. Go ahead and spin that left foot down. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Good. Exhale it out, and then inhale, arms rise up, dancing warrior, and then exhale, hands down through heart center, forward fold. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, supported side angle. And then inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Now step back, plank pose. Exhale, hug the elbows in, lower all the way down to the belly, untuck the toes, press the pinky toenails into the mat, and then hug the elbows in, roll the shoulders back, inhale, rise up, baby cobra. And then exhale, tuck the toes, push back, downward facing dog. Good, now inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant the left foot in between the palms, spin the back heel down, and then rise up on the inhale. Good, stay for the exhale, and then inhale, arms rise up, dancing warrior, parallel the feet. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, supported side angle. Good, inhale, warrior two. And then exhale, cartwheel the arms down, step back, high plank, either dropping down to the knees or then lowering all the way down to the belly, hug the elbows in, untuck the toes, and then inhale, lift up, baby cobra. And then exhale, tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Good, let's stay here for a few rounds of breath. And let's collectively take 3 big breaths together. Big inhale into the nose. Exhale it out, sigh it out the mouth. Fill up, inhale. Exhale, release it all. Biggest breath into the day. Let it all go. Beautiful. Come back to the breath. Now inhale, roll forward to plank. We're going to be coming into side plank. So traditionally it is done coming up into plank pose. We're going to bring our right palm to the center of the mat, and then we're going to shift onto the pinky edge side of the right foot. You can stack the left foot on top, bring the left foot in front, or you're more than welcome to drop the knee down and then parallel that left foot with the back of the mat coming into your supported side plank. So whatever variation works for you, go ahead and set it up. Really arching and creating that C shape here, lifting that left hip, gaze goes up towards the left fingertips. Good, breathe here. Really working the obliques. Good, big breath here. Exhale, go ahead and look down, and then slowly with control, come back into your plank pose. You're more than welcome to be on the knees here if needed as well. Then let's bring that left palm to the center of the mat. Spin onto the pinky edge side of the left foot, and then set yourself up in the same variation that you did on the other side. Good, keep breathing. Good, big breath in, go ahead and look down, and then on the exhale with control, bring that right hand down, coming into your plank pose. And then go ahead and drop the knees down, push the hips back, child's pose. Reconnect back to the breath, even out the inhales and the exhales. Good, now inhale, rise up table. And then we're going to step our right foot to the outside of the right palm, and then come onto the toes of the left foot, lift that left knee, and then step the left foot to the outside of the left palm. We're coming into our Malasana, yogic squat. Any of you that have blocks at home, you're more than welcome to place a block underneath the sit bones. If this is really hard on the knees in this full expression, you're more than welcome to come up here, bring hands to heart center. Whatever works for you, listen to your body today. For those of us coming into the full expression, we're going to take the outside of the elbows and press them to the inside of the knees. Knees press into the elbows, elbows press into the knees, creating that push-pull. And then press the palms together, grow long throughout the crown, and also root down through the tailbone. And then breathe here. Now, for those of you that have crow pose Bakasana in your practice, you are more than welcome to take that now. For those of you that do not have that, you're just going to stay here in Malasana. If you would like to try it though, I'm going to help set you up. So you're going to bring the hands to about shoulder width distance apart. Bend into the knees just like you were in Malasana. I like to bring my toes to touch in the middle here. And then you're going to bring your knees up high onto the triceps. And then you're going to begin to rock forward. Just begin this motion if you have never tried crow before. Just begin this rocking motion here. So you can feel what it's like to bring the weight into the palms and keep the gaze out in front of you. Don't look down and don't look too far out in front. So just at like the tip of your mat right here. Good. Then once you're there and you roll forward, just hold yourself here. Maybe you lift one leg, put it down, and then you lift the other. Those of you in crow, go ahead and come down, come into Malasana. And then just begin to play with this. And then someday, you'll begin to take flight, drawing the heels towards the buttocks, and then clawing throughout the fingers. Good, then go ahead and drop the feet down, then come back into your Malasana. Take a big deep breath. And then exhale, go ahead and sit yourself down. Beautiful. Now we're going to extend the legs out long here, preparing for our Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Flex the toes back towards the heels. And then on the inhale, we're going to lift the arms up. And then exhale, forward fold. Leading with the heart here, keeping a nice long spine. Notice that I'm not rounding here and trying to bring my forehead to my thighs, but instead my heart is opening. I'm creating a nice long spine, and I'm leading with my heart. Hands can lie alongside the body. You can take them on top of the toes, the outside of the feet, or if the bind is available, you are more than welcome to take the bind. Good, breathe here. Good, inhale, head up. And then exhale, go ahead and release. Let's bring the soles of the feet together, coming into our Baddha Konasana, letting the legs open up wide, almost like a butterfly. This is also known as cobbler's pose. And then taking the hands to the feet, opening up the feet like a book, and then just begin to flap your legs like butterfly wings. Good, just breathing here. Good, then come to stillness. And then extend the legs out long. We're gonna bend the right knee and then take the right foot and place it over the left thigh. And then we're gonna bring the right arm back behind us. Inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, go ahead and hug that right knee in towards the chest. And then turn the gaze over the right shoulder. With every inhale here, find length throughout the spine, and then exhale, twist. And make sure that we are twisting above the belly here, and you're not twisting with your eyes. So when you twist with the eyes, you can oftentimes strain the neck, and you're not getting into the true posture or the true twist itself. And then keep that left foot active and flex towards the left knee. Good, then come back through center. Go ahead and extend the right leg out long into the mat. Bend into the left knee, and then place the left foot over the right thigh. Place the left hand behind us. Inhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky, and then exhale, go ahead and hug that left knee in towards the chest. Find your length on your inhale, and then turn the gaze over the left shoulder. And keeping the right toes flexed. Good, then come back through center. And then uncross the left foot. Bring the right foot to meet it. So the feet are hips width distance apart. We're gonna come into Navasana boat pose just here for a short moment to work some of our core. Bringing the arms out in front, and then making sure that you are really rooting down through the hips. Lifting up and out through the crown, all the way out, so it's a nice long spine, no arching here. Really engaging the core. You can bring the arms out alongside of you, or you can place the hands behind the thighs. And then when you're ready, go ahead and lift the legs and bring bring the knees at about a 90-degree angle. For those of you that want to go a little bit deeper, you're more than welcome to straighten the legs. Avoid any rounding of the heart though, open it up. Good, notice that I'm shaking. That's your prana, that's your life force. You're building muscle here, you're building heat. Good, breathe. Good, then slowly begin to lower all the way down to the mat. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Good, and then just let it all go. Maybe shake out the hips a little bit here. Oh yeah, we're almost there, guys. Just a little bit of a cool down. And then for some of you, your favorite part, Shavasana. So let's place the feet on the ground, draw the heels towards the sit bones. If the fingers can graze the backs of the heels, great. If not, no biggie. Just draw the heels in as close to the buttocks as they're gonna go. We're gonna prepare for bridge pose. So taking the hands alongside the body, keeping the feet hips width distance apart. And then when we're ready, on the inhale, we're gonna go ahead and lift the hips, lift the mid-back, lift the low back, lift the mid-back. And then kind of roll onto the outer edges of the shoulders. Notice that my chin is not close to my chest. Keep a gentle space here. Go ahead, draw the tailbone towards the backs of the knees. Weight is in the heels. And then really lift throughout the hips here. Breathe. Good. One more big inhale in. And then exhale, slowly lower it down one vertebra at a time. And then go ahead and windshield wiper the legs from left to right, releasing the low back, releasing the hips. Good, then coming back through center, let's set up for bridge round 2. Set yourself up, and then when you're ready, inhale, lift the hips, lift the low back, lift the mid back. Hands can stay alongside the body. For those of you that would like to take the interlace spine, go ahead and interlace the fingers underneath the buttocks, and then draw the knuckles down towards the heels, and then come onto the outer edges of the shoulders, and then really lift and up with the pelvis, press into the forearms, and then squeeze in through the thighs, as if you had a block in between the thighs. That's always a great reference, or if you have a block, you're always more than welcome to place it there. Once again, drawing the tailbone towards the backs of the knees. There should be a slight constriction in the buttocks, but not super firm. Good, breathe here. Good, big breath in. And then exhale, release the hands if you took the bind. And then this time, go ahead and draw the knees in towards the chest. And then just begin to rock back and forth. Maybe place the hands into the knees, create tiny circles here. Making sure you reverse your circle if you took one. Good, then we're going to bring the arms out to a T. Place the feet onto the ground, bending at the knees. And then we're gonna place the right leg on top of the left thigh. Then you're gonna sit the hips off to the right and let the knees come to the left. And then gaze goes towards the right fingertips. So coming into another variation of supine twist. If this is too intense for you, you can just take the right leg and stack it on top of the left. But then make sure you adjust yourself so that you can get into the twist properly. Twisting is such an awesome thing for the body. It massages all of our internal organs. It really allows for detoxification, and it just sends new blood flow throughout the body. And it's also great for just stress busting the body. And when you're in our supine twist here, just notice if you're holding anywhere and let that spot release, let it go. And just keep breathing. Good, and then the inhale, come back through center. Exhale and cross the leg. And then go ahead and place that right foot onto the ground. Lift the left foot, place the left leg on top of the right thigh. And then sit your hips off to the left and let the knees drop to the right. And again, if you took the stack knee variation on the other side, go ahead and do that on this side too. Good, inhale, lift legs, come back through center. And then exhale, place both feet onto the ground. Go ahead and hug the knees in towards the chest. And then go ahead and lift the feet towards the ceiling, keeping the knees bent. Now you can take the peace finger and the thumb and hook it onto the big toe here. We're coming into happy baby. This is one option. Other option, you can take the hands and then place them onto the pinky edge side of the foot. Or even if that's not available, you can take it at the ankles or even here at the thighs, whatever works for your body. And then just begin to rock back and forth here. Don't muscle into this posture like you're not trying to pull your feet down. You're just letting the hips release here. Draw the tailbone down ever so gently towards the front of your mat. You have the option to straighten one leg and then the other, maybe straighten both. Hello, tight groins. Just taking what feels good to you today. Maybe stillness feels good. Maybe you just stay here and happy baby without rocking. Good. Then draw the knees in towards the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins. Give yourself the biggest hug that you have had in a long time. Whether you've had a hug from somebody or if you're somebody who's doing this whole thing on your own and you haven't had human touch in weeks now, hug yourself here. Just give yourself the biggest hug. Tell yourself that I love you. We're all going to get through this together, you guys. Good. Then option just to stay here or go ahead and lift the head, lift the shoulders, bring the third eye point to the knees. Big inhale in here. And then everyone exhale it out. Come into your corpse pose, Shavasana. Take up space on your mat. Let the feet splay open to the outer corners of your mat. Let the hands come alongside the body. Palms face up. Go ahead and close off the eyes. Release control of the breath here. Just come back to that natural breath. Now, before you settle into your Shavasana, just take a moment here and really feel the difference from the beginning of practice to now. Notice the shift and change. Notice the vibration that might be running through the body now. Notice where that residual prana is still vibrating throughout the body. And then when you're ready, just shut it all down. Let yourself lay here in stillness and nothingness for the next few moments. And the purpose of Shavasana is to let all the benefits that we just practiced in our asana practice to do their magic. And for some people, this is the hardest posture. I used to be one of those people. But let go of the control and just let yourself be here. Now, if the time allows, you are more than welcome to stay here for as long as you'd like. But for those of us that need to get up and get going, go ahead and bend at the knees, place the feet onto the ground. Go ahead and turn yourself off to the right side of the body. And then go ahead and push yourself up, coming into a comfortable cross-legged position. Good, let's inhale, bring the arms up overhead one more time, and then exhale, hands down through heart center. Bringing the hands into Anjali Mudra, backs of the thumbs to the sternum. Go ahead and close the eyes, gently bow the head towards the fingertips. We will close today's practice with one Om, the cosmic vibration of everything that surrounds us, and Shanti, 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 which is peace. Deep breath in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Then bringing the thumbs to the third eye point in between the eyebrows. The divine light and love within me truly honors the divine light and love within all of you. From my heart to yours, together we bow. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. If you like today's practice, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to follow me, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want even more, you can go ahead and hit that little bell. And anytime that I come out with new material, you will get a notification. Well, everybody, stay healthy, stay happy, and most of all, Lots of love. See you next time.